Hi, I'm Jim Jubak, and welcome to my YouTube video for November 4th. I just got my Werner Herzog Eats His Shoe hat. It's based on a 1980 film. Werner Herzog lost a bet to filmmaker Errol Morris, and he ate his shoe. This comes from a really wonderful company called bootboys.biz. Look them up. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube. If you want to subscribe so you get a notification of when we're doing them, please subscribe. If you want more of my stuff, pick every day, sent straight to your mailbox if you register. Go to my free site, that's jubakpicks.com. Down below is the link. If you want even more of me, 6 portfolios instead of just 3, and everything I write every day, subscribe to my paid site, jubakam.com. Again, link down below. Today's topic, it's a market melt-up. You know what meltdowns are? Well, just flip the chart over and you got the exact opposite. And in a melt-up, you have this kind of rush to buy, not everything. It's not completely irrational, but it's a rush to buy. And this really, the market entered its seasonal up period, really with the beginning of November. But what set this off was the fact that on Wednesday, we had the Fed come out and basically say, hey, you know, you guys have been expecting that we were going to start tapering off the purchases of treasuries and mortgage-backed assets. And indeed we are. We're going to start this month. And we're going to start at a pace of around 15 billion, and we're going to do it until sometime in 2022, and it's all gone. The effect of this is that it removed uncertainty from the market. It's like, okay, we now know this is going to happen. So if you were worried about the Fed, you don't need to worry until sometime in 2022 when they move on to whatever the next stage is. But in the meantime, you can go ahead and put money into the market without that worry. And you saw that on Wednesday. Before the Fed made its announcement, the Dow was down, about 0.47% on the day. The S&P was down about 0.15. Then we flipped. We had the announcement and we closed the day with the Dow up instead of down, up about 0.3%. The S&P up 6.65%, and the NASDAQ and the NASDAQ 100 went to town. We had a 1.04 gain in the NASDAQ composite. We had 1.8% in the NASDAQ 100. That's a concentration of the biggest stocks on the NASDAQ. So that's the Amazons and et cetera. And we had an even bigger rally in the Russell 2000 small caps because again, this was certainty, and that's what really small businesses like. So we had a 1.8% gain in the Russell, and we're off and running. My poster child for this is NVIDIA, the company that makes chips. They basically built a massively parallel processor that can handle input and output from a lot of different places. So it's great for artificial intelligence. It's great for the cloud in general. It's great for cloud servers. It's great for automobiles because you've got a lot of all that going on. So all these things have made NVIDIA a really good stock to buy. But if you look at the chart, you see what's happened recently. Back on October 5th, we're talking about a month ago, we were at 197. Today, we're at 300. And the stock is up almost 14.5% today. There was some news. An analyst at one of the big investment houses went out and raised his price target to, as I remember, 320. So we're already almost at his price target. But I don't think that's going to stop the stock, because we're going to get all the other analysts going there. And this is basically, it's like if you want to make money, you buy things that are going up. That's what happens in a melt-up. And you really don't care how much they've gone up or what the price is. As long as they've got that momentum, you want to buy. And I think this is likely to go through November, which is when we usually get these trends kicking in, and December and into early January. So in that period, I think we're looking at a melt-up. Another stock that we've got a similar chart, not quite as big. This is Ford. You remember Ford? They make high technology things like cars. Ford has basically gone into the electric car business, and you've had the same huge rally in Ford, and it's not stopping. Today, Ford was up, what are we up? Up about 3.8% on the day. Ford has been up and up and up. So we're going to continue to drive it up because that's just what you do in a melt-up market. You buy the stuff that's going up. This doesn't mean everything goes up. As I said, it's not a completely irrational market. And in fact, one of the things that happens in this market is when people lose faith in something, they really punish it. So Moderna, you remember Moderna? They're the company that was one of the first to come out with a vaccine. Well, they recently announced that it looks like sales are not going to be quite as robust as we thought. We're not going to get the FDA approval for vaccines for 5 to 12-year-olds at the same time we thought, and we're actually going to cut our guidance for sales in 2022. Okay, not a huge thing, but look what has happened to the stock. Here we were on the 23rd, and the stock took a big tumble then on some of these worries. Today, what we've got is a move from, this is just today, a move from, 348 or so, and we're now down to 280. So we're talking about $100 in a couple of days. Moderna, in fact, Moderna shares are down almost 20% today. So this is what you see in a melt up market. You get individual stocks melting down. Does that deter the market as a whole? No, it's damage that's related to a specific stock. Sort of the fear that drives the melting up is what's called FOMO, fear of missing out. You certainly don't want to be in a stock that's going down when everything else is going up, so you dump it. You move into something else. And what you also do is you dump anything that's sort of like it. BioNTech, which is the partner for Pfizer in the vaccine, well, that was down 9% on the Moderna news. Is there any connection between these news? Well, not a whole lot, but they're roughly similar, so let's go sell the stock anyway. A melt-up market is good news as for your portfolio as a whole. There are specific things that you ought to do to handle it. What I'm going to try to do is put together my advice for a melt-up market in a special report that'll go up on my subscription site, probably like Tuesday of next week. And I'll send out an email to everybody who's registered with my free site so you can get a 20% offer. But anyway, I'm going to try to talk about what you do in a melt-up market that's different than what you do in a regular market. So that's something to look forward to. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you get notification of other videos. To see more portfolios, sign up for alerts to into your mailbox every day to my free site, jubakpicks.com. Subscribe at my paid site, jubakam.com, which is also where the Meltup special report will go up next week. Thanks very much for watching.